Yeah, I've been working on Dinky toys and restoring them for quite a few years, maybe 10, 15 years. But I've had kind of a bit of a breakthrough on how to do it with these cracked off wings and, you know, ones that are so brittle that you can't fix them. And I've had some new ways of doing them, and I've tried it out lately and it's working really well. And I'm going to, give you my tips for free. So let me show you this plane first. This is a Mayo composite, whatever that means. Dinky Toys Mayo composite. It's kind of like a float plane, very old. And as you can see, something about terrible metal fatigue. As you can see on the top of this one, it's all cracked. But what I did was, I'm not going to go into demonstrating how to do it all, but here are the broken wings on this one, and there's cracks here, and there's cracks here, and there's pieces missing there. It's pretty fatigued, so I decided the tail was still on this, so I cut about an eighth of an inch. The tail was pretty good shape and had the wings and all, so I just chopped it off this one, right? And because this one was missing a tail, I chopped off with a little bit extra here too, measured with the calipers and made exactly the same length to a little line here that was on the plane itself. And first, I super glued the two together, which is kind of the trick, and left it dry. But I had a V shape, right, made in this. You can either super glue it together and make a V shape afterwards, or a blade shape. And then what you do is you take your J and B weld, you mix it 50-50, but then the real thing is you take iron filings and you mix them in the paste. And this creates kind of a metal cast, and it really looks good and really ends up well. I mean, there you can see I'm just beginning to file this off a little more. It needs a little bit more, but it is very close to finished. How well that looks. And even inside the bottom there. And it's fantastic looking. And I'm having great results with this. The metal is the answer, because when you put the metal in, it goes rock hard. You can see a little glitter off this here. I don't know if you can see that on camera. There's a little glitter off that. I'll turn it around a bit. And that's the metal compound in there. And you can see it goes quite hard. So there's my answer to it all. So I have these 5 planes, and here's another one of these planes that's in really good condition. Missing the wheels, darn, which is not good. But it has the windows on there and that's actually in quite good condition. So if we could find another old plane that's ruined up top here and as the wings broke off, we can put the tail back on. Same way. So I super glue these first, and this is 45 beveled. You can either do it afterwards or before. I prefer doing it afterwards because you can get this structure super glued together better. Then grind a little slot in here, and then JB weld it. You might want to do a slot in the back before you put the super glue on, so you can get in there and do it, and then super glue it, and then slot this. And then put the JB weld with the metal filings around it and in the inside, and then clean it off, and it'll look fantastic. So that's my new trick. And as far as I'm concerned, when I look at this plane here and how nicely it's turning out, considering, right? That's the one I fixed, and the tips are on it. It's not painted yet. And here's an original, and it had nothing wrong. But I mean, look at how much they look alike now. So it's a great result. And it's all to do with, really with those metal filings in your J&B weld. And I'm using the, most of the time I use the black and red J&B weld, not the metal one, the yellow and black one. I tried it last night, but I didn't put, in some of them I didn't put metal filings in it. Hardened quicker, but it's a bit rubberized, so. I prefer the J&B weld with red and black because I'm used to it maybe. So anyways, there you go. And that's how I'm doing the airplane dinkies at the moment. And this is my new breakthrough. Hope it helps you with your Dinky toys. There it is soldered. I soldered in here. It is enough to hold it really strongly. And then I will epoxy which way around, this way around, this up underneath this here, like that. Epoxy it in like that, shape it a bit, and we'll have a nice tail wing. Needs a little bit more shape here and a little bit of a dip here, but not much, little fighting in that. It's looking good. So I'm going to use the epoxy with the metal sprinkled in it, the 50-50 epoxy JB Weld. Put it on there and file it off and shape it. Yeah, so I've taken the metal and clamped it. I squeezed it, and then I put epoxy on the tin. So I can file it off, and I'll go on and show you the underneath. I need a little light here, hang on, there we go. As you can see, I've epoxied underneath and I epoxied the fins, so when I file it off, it'll be kind of like, it's a bit like car compound really, so that's going to look really good. It's going to look like it's always been there. I even have a little fin on the side, so if you can see it, there's a little fin there. So there we go. I'll do that to the rest of them as well, I hope. JU90, and the whole back was off, and instead of cutting the back off and all and putting it on, I am trying to make it just for a different project. I'll just show you how far I got. So let's get to it. Yeah, so here we have it, the JU90. And what I've done is I made, let's get you into camera a bit more there, by a bit of a move. There. I made two pieces of tin out and soldered them in the back and brought them to the sides of the plane. Then I made, from a template of one of the other planes, I made a cross piece here and I filled this in. But now what I'm doing is making these fins here, and I make a piece of cardboard from an original plane, a template. That's for this one here, because it doesn't have the bump up in it, as you can see. And they're slotted, look. Oh, I'll show it on this other one. Anyways, they're slotted on both sides and they fit in. And then you can solder them in and then clean it up and epoxy it. So on this one I'll just show it. See? I need some, I've got big fingers, so. There's a slot in that, and there's a slot in this here, in the plane here. And as you can see, and the bump, there's the template for it, bit of cardboard. And I even put the slot in the cardboard. See? I've got to get something where I'm not putting my fingers in the way all the time, like the tweezers. And there you go. There's the cardboard and there's the slots, and then there's a slot up so it can slot in. And all you do then is slot it up and in on your tin. And you're beginning to get a plane slowly, see, and then it shoves in there. And all you got to do is solder the ends. Put a bit of solder on these on each side, and you've got a solid backing for the plane. Now, I've made a little piece for the tail end that I can clean and grind off and epoxy just here. And I'll epoxy and glue, grind that off as well. And then we'll should have a pretty good looking plane again. I couldn't get a tail end from the fellow that gave me these planes to fix, so he's known him for a long time, called Peter, and he gives me all these damaged planes. And as you can see here, I've done this one with a bit of tin, but it needs a little cleaning here, but it looks pretty good. Well, we're going to finish this one off now. I'm just going to solder this and solder this on, and then we'll go from there. But that's how I'm fixing this plane up. We use JB weld with a bit of metal filings. Just going to solder on this first fin, bit of flux here. After filing the tin clean, I always dip into the solder with the gun, which is cheating instead of sponge. That's me. Everybody has their own weird ways or other ways of doing things. Here we go. Get nice and warm in there. No, that's not going anywhere. Right? Doesn't have to take all the way across. I mean, it's going to be epoxied as well. Can give it a little more, I suppose, right? Try and keeping it straight, you know. Might as well put it right across and here. It'll take. Now, isn't that gorgeous? Huh? And there you have it. Oops, knocked the tripod, sorry. There you have it, look, not going anywhere. I'll put some on the other side just to be safe. That's all you got to do, and then we'll do the other side and we're ready to go. So there it is. There's all the pieces soldered on, and I just did this cap, which I got to grind down here. And we'll have the tail of the plane, and then we just got to mold it again with J and B welding a bit of metal in there, and we'll mold this all out and get it to look correct.